Self-help books have exploded in popularity, promising to transform lives with simple, actionable advice. But despite their widespread appeal, have you ever wondered why so many people read these books and still struggle to see real change? The truth is, most self-help books, while well-intentioned, often fail to deliver lasting results. Why? Because they're usually based on personal anecdotes rather than universally applicable strategies. In this video, we'll explore the core reasons why 90% of self-help books don't work for everyone. We'll dive into the concepts of hindsight bias, where authors attribute their success to certain behaviors that might not apply to others, and the overemphasis on personal responsibility, often ignoring critical factors like privilege and socioeconomic background. But don't worry, it's not all bad news. We'll also discuss what actually works, backed by science and real-world examples that can help you achieve lasting success. The problem with self-help books. One of the biggest issues with self-help books is hindsight bias. Many authors look back at their own success and assume that specific actions or mindsets were the key factors. However, these stories often oversimplify the complexity of success. For example, what worked for one person in a particular context may not work for someone else in a different situation. This bias creates a misleading narrative that if you follow the same steps, you'll achieve the same results, which isn't always true. Another major flaw in self-help books is their overemphasis on personal responsibility. While taking control of your actions is important, these books often ignore structural factors like privilege, luck, or socioeconomic background. The idea that anyone can succeed if they try hard enough overlooks the reality that not everyone has the same opportunities. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy or failure when people can't achieve the same results as the author. A real-life example of this can be seen in Amanda Palmer's book, The Art of Asking. Palmer advocates for simply asking for what you need as a path to success. While this worked for her, she had advantages that not everyone shares, such as being a white, attractive woman in a supportive socioeconomic environment. If someone from a different background were to follow her advice, they might not experience the same success, and in some cases, they could face negative consequences, like being ignored or even ridiculed. The science behind why self-help often fails. Self-help books frequently fall short due to several cognitive biases they unintentionally reinforce. For example, confirmation bias leads readers to favor information that supports their existing beliefs while dismissing data that contradicts them. Many self-help books cater to this bias by delivering messages that align with the reader's desires or expectations, rather than challenging them to think critically. Another issue is optimism bias, the tendency to overestimate the likelihood of positive outcomes. These books often promote overly optimistic views of personal success, regardless of real-world obstacles. Moreover, many self-help methods lack scientific backing. They often rely on anecdotal evidence or the personal experiences of the author, rather than on rigorously tested psychological principles. For example, a lot of self-help advice stems from ideas that are not scientifically validated, making it difficult to assess their actual effectiveness. Dr. Robert H. Frank's research on luck and competition offers a compelling counterpoint to the common self-help narrative that talent and hard work alone determine success. His findings suggest that even when 90% of success is due to skill and effort, the remaining 10%, chance or luck, can heavily influence outcomes. In highly competitive fields, such as business or sports, where all participants are equally talented and hardworking, luck often becomes the deciding factor. This insight challenges the simplistic notion that we control all aspects of our success, a belief that many self-help books perpetuate. Why self-help books can be harmful. Self-help books can create a significant emotional impact by fostering unrealistic expectations. When readers implement the advice from these books, but do not see the promised results, they may experience feelings of inadequacy or failure. This false hope can be detrimental, leading to a cycle of continually seeking out new books, only to face further disappointment. The emotional roller coaster of hope and disillusionment can undermine self-esteem and mental well-being. Additionally, there is a notable cultural and gender bias within the self-help genre. The majority of self-help books are written by male authors, yet the majority of readers are women. This disparity can skew the advice given, as it often reflects male perspectives and experiences which may not be universally applicable. For instance, the social pressures faced by women, such as the need to balance professional success with societal expectations of caregiving and nurturing, are often underrepresented in self-help literature. A Goodreads study highlighted this disparity, revealing that 2/3 of the best-selling self-help books were authored by men, while 2/3 of their readers were women. This imbalance raises questions about whether the advice being offered genuinely resonates with or benefits its primary audience. Real-life examples show that while self-help books may provide inspiration, they often fail to account for diverse experiences, making them less effective for a broader audience. What actually works? Evidence-based approaches. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is a scientifically proven method to improve mental health and personal success. Unlike many self-help books, CBT is grounded in research and focuses on identifying and changing unhelpful thought patterns and behaviors. It helps individuals develop practical skills to cope with challenges, reduce anxiety, and increase self-efficacy. The effectiveness of CBT is supported by numerous studies, which have shown it to be highly effective in treating conditions like depression, anxiety, and stress, as well as enhancing overall well-being. Setting realistic goals is another evidence-based approach that outperforms vague self-help advice. The SMART framework, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, is a powerful tool for goal setting. Research on goal-setting theory, developed by psychologists Edwin Locke and Gary Latham, demonstrates that clearly defined goals improve motivation and performance far more effectively than general objectives. For example, a study published in the American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine found that people who set SMART goals were significantly more likely to achieve their desired outcomes than those who followed generic self-help guidance. This approach provides a structured path toward success by breaking down big ambitions into manageable steps. Books that offer real value. While many self-help books fail to provide practical, lasting solutions, a few stand out because they are grounded in scientific research and offer actionable strategies for real change. One such book is Atomic Habits by James Clear. Unlike typical self-help books that offer vague advice, Atomic Habits is based on principles from psychology, neuroscience, and behavioral science. Clear explains how small, incremental changes can lead to significant improvements over time. He emphasizes the importance of creating systems rather than relying on sheer willpower, making habit formation both manageable and sustainable. Clear's work draws from studies on habit formation, like those by Dr. Wendy Wood, a leading expert in psychology, which show that tiny habits, repeated consistently, lead to long-term behavioral change. Another valuable book is Mindset: The New Psychology of Success by Carol Dweck. Dweck, a renowned psychologist, introduces the concept of the growth mindset, which is backed by decades of research in developmental psychology. Her book explains how believing in the ability to grow and improve can significantly impact success in various areas, from education to business to personal relationships. Unlike many self-help books that promote positive thinking without evidence, Mindset provides a framework for developing resilience and a love for learning, both of which are critical to overcoming challenges and achieving success. Lastly, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg offers a research-based exploration of how habits are formed and how they can be changed. The book combines scientific findings with compelling stories to demonstrate how understanding the habit loop, cue, routine, reward, can help individuals and organizations change behaviors effectively. Duhigg's insights are drawn from research in neuroscience and psychology, making it an excellent resource for anyone looking to implement evidence-based strategies for personal and professional growth. Be critical of the self-help content you consume and focus on methods backed by research and proven effectiveness. We encourage you to share your experiences with self-help books in the comments below. Did any book work for you, or did you find them lacking? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on evidence-based strategies for personal growth and success. See you in the next video.